Hey, today is again Monday, April 11th, 2011. My name is Kadri and you are watching Heavy Metal News Weekly. So let's get started with this week's news. Firstly, $16. The new video from Volbeat has been released, and $16 comes off the band's latest album Beyond Hell, Above Heaven, which was certified gold by the Bundesverband Musikindustrie for sales in excess of 100,000 copies in Germany. Bloody Kisses, Ireland's only Type O negative tribute band, will pay respect to the late great Peter O'Steele by performing 2 shows in Ireland this month to mark the 1-year anniversary of his death. Steele, Type O Negative's frontman, will be honored on both nights when Bloody Kisses performs works from all of Type O Negative's back catalogue. And Bloody Kisses shows are set to take place in Cork, Ireland on April 14th and in Dublin, Ireland on April 15th. In Flames, Iron Maiden, Avenged Sevenfold and Sabaton were among the artists who were honored on April 2nd at the Bandit Rock Awards in Stockholm, Sweden. And the complete list of the winners is the following. Best Swedish group was Hardcore Superstar. Best International Group, Avenged Sevenfold. Best Swedish Album, Sabaton, Coat of Arms. Best International Album, Volbeat, Beyond Hell, Above Heaven. Best Swedish Live Act, In Flames. Best International Live Act, Iron Maiden. Swedish Breakthrough, Sherlock Brothers. International Breakthrough, Sick Puppies. Most Played Group, Royal Republic. And the Most Awesome Festival, Getaway Rock Festival. The vocal recording sessions for the new Nightwish album Imaginarium finally began on April 4th after being postponed for a few weeks in order to allow the band's singer Annette Olson to recover because Annette Olson suffered a serious fall and she broke her ribs, and therefore Nightwish couldn't start their vocal recordings on time. But now everything is going fine, and Thomas Holbeinen, the main songwriter, says that he's very pleased with Annette's vocal recordings and says that Annette's voice is better than ever. And Imaginarium should be released early 2012, and it will be followed by a movie of the same name. And the first single of the album, as well as the trailer for the movie, should arrive well before the end of 2011. At the Edge of the World, the new video from Cataclysm has been released. The clip was filmed on March 20th at Club Soda, and this concert marked the end of Cataclysm's Spread the Venom European North American tour. And the video At the Edge of the World was helmed by director Tommy Jones, who is also working with Cataclysm on their documentary titled The Iron Will, 20 Years Determined. The Unforgiving, the 5th studio album from Dutch female-fronted symphonic metal band Within Temptation, sold around 12,000 copies in the United States in its first week of release and landed at position number 50 on the Billboard 200 chart. And The Unforgiving was released on March 29th. And it was produced by Daniel Gibson and is based on a comic book story written by scriptwriter Stephen O'Connell. Metallica doesn't often give permission to use its songs in movies, and there are just a handful of exceptions over the nearly 30-year career. but the group likes an upcoming independent feature film called Hesher enough that they are letting the filmmakers use some of the band's music. And Hesher arrives on May 13th in theaters. Film stars recent Oscar winner Natalie Portman and The Office's Rainn Wilson, and the movie is a dark comedy drama about a disturbed young man who is played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who wreaks havoc in the lives of a boy and his father after the death of the boy's mother. And the film's title on all its advertising and marketing materials is done in the style of the Metallica logo. Keyboardist Per Wimberg has been relieved of his duties as a member of Swedish progressive metal band Opeth as a part of mutual decision with the band. Keyboard duties on upcoming tours will be handled by a musician who is already rehearsing the songs, and the band states that they will reveal the musician's identity a little bit later. Opeth entered Atlantis Studios in Stockholm on January 31st to begin recording its 10th album for a fall 2011 release via Roadrunner Records. Satyr Rising, the 8th studio album from Amon Amarth, sold around 15,000 copies in the United States in its first week of release and landed at position number 34 on the Billboard 200 chart. And the band's previous CD, Twilight of the Thunder God, opened with more than 11,000 copies back in 2008 and landed at position number 48. Finnish metallers Children of Bodom are working on a photo book, and you can be a part of it. The band states that it is dedicated to the whole worldwide hate crew, and that's why they want the fans to be in it. And they've been shooting live on the road, the hate crew, and all kinds of crazy stuff over the years. And photography will continue at the shows this summer, and fans should stay tuned for more info soon, and they should also keep an eye out for their Facebook page to know where they will be shooting. Relentless Reckless Forever, the new album from them, sold around 11,000 copies in the United States in its first week of release and landed at position number 42 on the Billboard 200 chart. Sigurd Satsur von Graven, renowned vocalist-guitarist of Norwegian black metal band Satyricon, will host an informal wine tasting event during this year's Inferno Festival at the Clarion Royal Christian Hotel in Oslo, Norway on Friday, April 22nd. Satur will introduce his own wines and share his passion for well-made traditional wines. This tasting event is suitable for anyone who likes wine. Von Graven last year partnered with Luca Rogana, a fifth-generation winemaker from Piedmont, Italy, to launch Satur's own brand of wine. Von Graven chose the best wines from the Rogna winery and made them available with his name on each bottle in Gothic letters and black background with an outlined illustration of the devil on the label. So if I lived in Oslo or near Oslo in Norway, then I would definitely go there, go meet Satur and taste his wine. So if you live in Norway, definitely go and check out this special event. And I want to remind you that I have done an interview with Satur. If you go to heavymetalnewsweekly.webs.com, then you can find under the interviews section, you can find interviews with Satur from Satyricon. And if you are already checking out the interviews, you can see that there are some other interesting interviews also. So definitely check out heavymetalnewsweekly.webs.com. And all the links to the bands I talked about today are down in the description box below. And I know I promised you album reviews of Children of Bodom's latest album and Amon Amarth's latest album, but it is being delayed a bit because I don't have yet my copy of Amon Amarth's Satyr Rising, so therefore the reviews aren't up yet, and I think they won't be up during this week. But I am doing a new shout out to new bands next week, so I have already gotten many bands, many interesting bands that I will introduce to you next week, and I still want you to continue sending me info about new and awesome bands so I can introduce them in the next shout out to new bands episodes. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you again next Monday. So bye.